Morning. Good morning. Monday session didn't go that well, so we'll just brush over that right now. Tuesday session, yesterday's session went well, and I'm feeling a fair bit of muscle soreness from it. It was a lot of sweet spot. It was like, if I can explain it as simply as possible, it was like 5-10 minute blocks of sweet spot, but it was like 2 minutes at sweet spot and then 30 seconds at like 10% more power.
It's just starting to rain, but first effort done and out of the way. Incredible effort actually, and even my recovery right now is at like 3.5 watts per kilo, which, you know, which in layman's terms is like 200 watts. Back in the day, like 6-7 years ago, and I started riding with a power meter, like 200 watts would have been hard, or like, you know, a good endurance pace, solid endurance pace for like best part of like a 4-hour ride. Now it's like my recovery. Stay patient, guys. Stay patient. As soon as you start, like a minute into it, I was like, whoa, like this is easy. Sat around 90% of FTP, and then, like I said, ramped it up at the end. Surges were pretty easy. I haven't got my heart rate on my screen, on this lap screen, but it was just like, it just felt so easy. Intervals all done, all complete. A little bit worse for wear now, if I'm honest. I don't feel brilliant, but I'm just taking it really easy. It's like really important actually that I do take it really easy, because these intervals are just like, they're so hard. Like, I'd say more mentally than physically, unless you do them, you know, like 2 days, 3 days on the bounce. If you do these certain hard intervals, then they do get hard physically, but as long as you're doing just enough, you're not doing too much, it's okay. But currently I'm going to have a 10-minute cool down, which will take us up to an hour and a half, and 100 TSS. Yeah, those 2-minute intervals were yeah.
So this was supposed to be the second workout of the day, chain gang, which ended up just being the two of us, me and Daryl, because there was a few cross wires in the group, and some people thought it was cancelled and others, well, weren't told. We obviously weren't told. The weather wasn't that bad. As you can see, it wasn't actually raining, but we still got like an hour and a half in, and the majority of that was like an hour at chain gang pace, so lots of over and under and duo, stuff like that. But the morning's ride that I was talking about earlier, I successfully completed 2 12-minute blocks at a steadily ramped pace. So I started at 90% of FTP and finished at 100% of FTP over those 12 minutes, ramped up slowly, including every 45 seconds there was a 15-second surge. So quite a lot of surges, and there was 5 minutes rest in between those 2 blocks, so not a lot, but just enough. And then the session finished with 6 2-minute on, 2-minute off efforts at 110% of FTP, 115%, 120%, and then slowly back down again over the last 3 reps, and that was pretty hard.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm a little bit tender after last night's session. This is my 3rd Zwift race of the morning. Sounds crazy, I know, but
I've not been competitive in the other two. They've just been like making up time. Something I can't do when I'm on the turbo or home trainer is literally ride like by myself. I can't do it, so I need other people there. And doing a race, but holding back and staying within myself is a lot more motivational for me. There's going to be very little hiding place in this one because this is the Yorkshire Worlds course, the 29 UCI World Target Circuit, 3 laps. There's a few hitters. I'm using this as like a general ride. Oh, not this one, but the last two. I've done about 90 minutes of riding so far. So this will be another 45.
Right on! So the longer I can spend under 150 beats a minute, the better. Currently we're sat around like 140, 150. The race obviously hasn't really started yet, but still there's lots of spikes and it's obviously quite a hilly course. But the longest climb is like 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. But you can see it's a bit spiky. 3 laps. First lap isn't going to be too serious, which is good because obviously I'm trying to hold myself back anyway. So ideally we won't start kicking off until a lap to go, and then I'll be okay to pull the pin and not get too caught up in the racing side of it. Oh, glad that's over. Sweating like a man. Oh. Best day tomorrow. Sorry. Well, if you go left, can you go around?
Okay, we'll go straight then.
We'll go left and around.
Oh, you want to go left?
You go left and then right. Sock game on point. Me and Charlie out for a little evening spin around Boot Park. It's really nice. Alright, much better. So hazard a guess as to how much I weigh right now. Probably say 60 kilos would be a good guess. And on the topic of food, I'm going to show you what we're going to be eating tonight. Charlie's full of cold. I fancy something like veggie. So let's see what we can knock up. Feel my legs. Smooth. I've got a thing for funky footwear today.
Lentil kind of the chili thing.
Chili?
Well, not a chili, but
What was I supposed to be in charge of?
you were meant to be in charge of the vegetables, but as usual, you took forever to come down, so I just started doing it.
Roasted.
Roasted.
You just roasted me.
I did, because you take forever to come downstairs.
So you've got some mixed vegetables, salt, pepper, a little bit of oil. We got courgette, red pepper, leek, and that's it. And then to go with it, we have some good grains barbecue beans from Aldi. Really nice actually, really tasty. High in fibre, not bad. Quite low in carbohydrate actually. But we're going to toss these in along with some classic whole grain rice, again from Aldi. And it's just to beef it up a little bit because it's not going to be much of a meal otherwise. For me anyway. They're not actually socks, they're slippers. They're like... Voila! Some portion that. Of 10.
8. Needs chili flakes.
What are your thoughts on the hill climb season?
In what sense?
Your perspective, like my preparation, my weight. You see my eating habits and things.
I do worry, like it's not like crash dieting or starvation dieting or anything. It's because you do actually eat quite a lot, don't you? Like you eat a lot of small meals,
What do you say I eat a lot of?
like animal-based proteins and like vegetables like broccoli, peppers, things like that, stuff high in vitamin C. And you just kind of, all you really do is like cut back. You don't even cut back, like you cycle your grains and carbohydrates depending on what day you're on. So
What's your bugbear? Actually, there might not be enough time for this. There's probably a few.
You can get quite moody on this diet.
But what is there anything I do that annoys you? Like I know I might be irritable, but is there anything I do? Like, do I eat too much of something and that annoys you, or
You were at one point you were living off avocados.
that was like 2 years ago?
Yeah, but you don't do that anymore.
I don't think I eat avocados anymore.
I suppose more than anything because your energies are so focused and because your sleep and your nutrition is so kind of geared around hill climbing, it just doesn't really, haven't really had as much kind of time as a couple, like doing things that we enjoy, because we do enjoy going out for a coffee and a cake, or we do enjoy going out for a meal.
Yeah.
But because your energies are kind of diverted because it's for such a short period of time. But it's more than anything. Do you want to know my real bugbear?